here in San Diego, my hotel room. Tomorrow we are on the Malahini, and I'm in San Diego. This is going to be a short version today. I still have friends outside the restaurant, so I can go back over there in a little bit. So, see if anybody finds me. There's one. See, there's a couple more. Hey, Alan, how you doing? Hello, Terry. I'm in your city here, San Diego. Looking forward to tomorrow on the Malahini. Should be lots of fun. John, Tracy, Tyler, Kevin, Steve, Robert. Hello, everybody. Hey, Brad, you're here somewhere. Jose, Art, Arthur, hello. So yesterday I was on my boat. Yesterday? No, Tuesday. Tuesday I was on my boat, Catalina. B-Hawk was with us. And, hey, Drama. We did really good on the bass. We lost at least 4 yellowtail. And fished that pretty hard till about 1:30, 2 o'clock. And then we went offshore to go look for tuna. We found a couple little schools of tuna, no big, big schools of them. And didn't get a shot at them, just kind of trolled over them and didn't get any bites. We tried the Mad Max and tried some feathers, but we didn't have any luck. But I did get a report today what the gale force did on Monday, the day before we were there. And they were fishing generally the same area I was in the backside of the island there. And they ran into a school of fish. School of fish about 100 yards off the island of bluefin. And there were 65 to 135 pounders that they landed. They hooked 50 of them or so. They landed, I think, 12 or 15 of them. And they said they weighed everywhere from 65 to 130. Hey, Jeff. And I was talking to the owner, Ryan, who was driving the boat that day. He said that they were so close to the island when they were hooked up on the tuna that they had to move the boat. They had to move the boat like 4 times so they didn't slide into the island and hit the actual island, hit the rocks, the high spots. So that's pretty amazing. I didn't see anything like that on Tuesday, but we did see some tuna. Didn't see more than 2 fish coming out of the water at either spot, but they're there. And I talked to Jeff the other day about it on Tuesday. He said normally when you find tuna like that, they're never alone. So that's pretty good. Yeah, Skipper said they were in 80 feet of water. 80 feet of water when they hooked the tuna. And while they were fighting the tuna, they got into like 25 feet of water. And he had to move the boat so they wouldn't end up on the island. So it's pretty amazing. If you guys get a chance, go check out the Gale Force Instagram. And somebody was working on the island, on the backside there on top of the island. And they shot a video or pictures of the breaking tuna next to the island and the gale force on them. So that was pretty amazing. But yeah, I saw it on Instagram where some of the other guys had posted it. But I guess it was meant for the gale force. So it's pretty good. So Jeff said they had easy limits today, not that far offshore. I'm hoping we have good bite today. I went inside, I saw that Grande had a good count. They had over 50 yellowfin, over 50 Dorado, and I think 5 or 7 bluefin. I guess there's a football game on right now. I didn't even know. Oh yeah, it's Thursday night football. So if you guys fire some questions off, I'll try to answer them. But I don't really have a good screen here to see them on my phone. What happened there, Annette? We are home today. I have. Okay, so yeah, the flu, not COVID. That's good. Jeff says, never ever seen. Wow. So Jeff says they're seeing tuna within 3 miles of shore. That's pretty cool. Let me see what else is on here. Okay, can't see the questions. Yeah, so Jeff says seeing the fish really close to shore. SoCal Traveler, hello, Henry. What did Henry say there? Dan, how do you bait dead anchovies? How do you bait dead anchovies for? I guess you would just pin them on like a regular anchovy. We use at the Horseshoe and at Catalina when we have monster those sardines so big you can almost put saddles on them. We cut them up in chunks, and it doesn't matter that they're dead or not. The bass eat them really good. Let's see what else here, Jose. What type of trips are you trying to book this year? We have a couple of trips coming up right now. I just talked to the owners of the boats for November. We're going to do a trip back on the Stardust. We're going to try doing that deep water rock fishing. And the next trip we're going to do too, maybe before that, is we're going to go on the Sport King. I've never done a trip on the Sport King. And now that Ryan owns it, he invited us to go on there. So I'll be on the Sport King. So we're going to post those dates up here soon, hopefully next week, so you guys can sign up. Next month, I'm in Europe for 12 days, so I won't be around. But yeah, the Sport King is going to be a filming trip, and the Stardust is going to be a filming trip, both of them. And I'm still doing private charters, so if anybody wants to book a private charter, the weather this week out there yesterday and on Tuesday was perfect. Just beautiful conditions. You can't ask for anything better. We went all the way to the back of the island and headed out toward SBI, and it was just perfect, perfect weather. So, and the local fishing surprisingly is really good for the calicos, the whitefish, and the sheephead. So, if anybody wants to do private charters, we're available for that. So, we do have Saturday available for a half day trip, but I'm not going to do a longer trip than that because I get off on the Malahini kind of late and I have to drive all the way home. Yeah, Jeff says it was like a lake today. Yeah, I was surprised how nice it was because I was out a week ago and it was rough. We had 8-foot swells, 15 knots of wind, but today was really beautiful. Yeah, Mike, I think we all got that letter saying that they had a breach. So they don't have your social security number, so it shouldn't be that bad. But the state has to let you know that there was a breach and that they got your name and maybe your address. So we'll see what happens. And Jeff says it sounds like we should be pretty good on the tuna tomorrow. The boats did really good today. So what is Henry saying? Is Henry trying to wrap a rod? What's that? Magic thread. Yeah, for calico bass, you really don't need to have live bait. I mean, I'm telling you, we've been catching them on chunks of dead sardines, and it works out fine. The bait we had yesterday was perfect. It was nice, smaller bait, and it worked out good. Hey, Wild Willie, how you doing? Hello, Henry. Hello, Tyler. Yeah, so that's what Jeff was saying. All license info was hacked. So I don't think that's that bad. It's not good it got hacked, but it's not like they have your social security number. That's the big thing you got to protect, that social security number. So this is my little tiny hotel room here in San Diego. There's no room service here, so you don't have to worry about that. Just a little room. I don't even have a desk. This is a little counter underneath the TV. That's my bed there. That's about it. Yes, John has his own room. What was that question there? Nice here in San Diego. Yes, we're going to be fishing for tuna tomorrow. Hopefully, tuna and Dorado tomorrow. Looking forward. We're hoping Captain Bill is going to be on the boat. I don't know. He might be on the water right now on the horizon. I didn't go over to landing, take a look. I did go to the landing office, said hi to everybody, but I don't know what's going on. Let's see, what does that mean here? No, Tim, everything's sold out for tomorrow. Jose says I fish for calicos once. Yeah, we did that a lot this year, just using a little chunk, a little piece of sardine, because the sardines that Nacho had this year have been so big. Um, you can almost put a saddle on them. So we'll do that. Hello, Baja, Mexico. What's that? Santo Tomas? Andy's on the trip tomorrow. Put it out of the way. Okay. All right, guys. So I have 50 of you on here right now, but only 15 likes. Can we hit the like button? And again, can you please tell your friends to subscribe? I'm really close to 25,000 subscribers. I don't need that many more, but I need some more. So we need a few hundred more. If you can please get your friends to subscribe, get your kids to subscribe, your grandkids to subscribe, and then neighborhood dogs to subscribe. We need as many subscriptions as we can get. I want to get there. Once we get to 25,000, then we can worry about getting to 50,000, and then maybe next year after, we get to 100,000. Who knows? Let's see what Jeff says. I don't know how big the tuna have been. I know the bluefin that they got Monday at Catalina were big. They're over 100. Steve, we do not need electric reels tomorrow. There will be no rock fishing tomorrow. We are fishing tuna or nothing. I would say tuna dorado or nothing. And it sounds like they're close. I heard that 2 days ago or 3 days ago, the Malahini got 50, 60 tuna within 12 miles of Long Beach, of San Diego here. So hopefully we have a day like that. And I think Jeff will verify this, that there's a ton of fish scattered from the Mexican border up toward Oceanside. So anywhere in there, we could really get them. So it should be good. I wish we had fish like this up in Long Beach. If we had fish like that, it'd be really good. 40 pounds, that'd be good. So 40-pound tuna, you can catch on 25-pound tests. 30-pound tests would be good. Arthur says, my wife is asking if you like tamales. Really? Is that a question? We always bring food for the crew. Sea Wolf. Yeah, if you are going to bring tamales on the Sea Wolf trip out of Emeryville, I will be eating tamales. Yeah, I think John would eat them. Definitely Kevin will eat them. Kevin will be my cameraman up in Emeryville. So he's flying in. He would definitely like tamales. Yeah, a couple of tamales would be great. Remember, the boats in Emeryville do not have hot food. I think there's one boat now that does it just on weekends, but the boats were on the New Huck Finn and the Sea Wolf do not offer that. Uh, and so it was official yesterday that we are going to have a fuel surcharge on both those trips, and I'll be sending you guys out emails about that. But and part of it really isn't a fuel surcharge. Part of it is changing the trip because when I did the contract with the boats, it was for a trip to the Farallon Islands, and now that they have to fish over 300 feet, we won't be going to Farallon Islands. We're going to be going farther than that. So they're going to burn a lot more fuel. Fuel is like $8 a gallon now up in the Bay Area. So there's going to be a fuel surcharge. Yeah, Jimmy's going to be on the boat too. James Garcia. He'll probably want some tamales too. Yeah, that's about the Oakland boat is the one I heard that had the galley on there. But I think they only do it on the weekends. I don't think they have the full galley working on it during the week. What was Steve's question there? How deep? Oh, for tomorrow? I don't know. I'm Jeff. Are you guys getting the tuna, the yellowfin, the local yellowfin on sinker rigs or right up on the surface? I'm guessing it's all fly line fish, but I don't know. Yeah, you're not going to need big jigs, guys. Tomorrow, daytime fishing, it is not going to be like nighttime heavy jigs, heavy line. It's not going to be anything like that. It's going to be more hit, run and gun fishing with fly line baits. If anything, you want to use a 16-ounce sinker and drop a sinker rig, you could try that. Try to get to the bigger fish, but it's not going to be the big jigs where they stop and stuff. Yeah, Arthur, it looks like the charge is going to be $40 um, because of the fuel. But it looks like the fuel surcharge for each day is going to be $40. And I'm going to confirm that Saturday, and then hopefully by Sunday or so, I'll have emails going out to everybody. By Monday for sure, everybody will have everything, all the notices. Okay, there's some football scores there. Hey, Tamara. Too bad you're not on this trip. Yeah, Lloyd, like I said, the $40 kind of justified because it's not just a fuel surcharge, but it's a total trip upgrade. So it's kind of like what we did on the Pride. The Pride, when I did the contract with the boat and what I chartered it for was a trip to San Clemente Island. And then everybody had to pay like $50 more because it was no longer a trip to San Clemente Island. It was now a trip to Tanner Bank. So because it was a whole different trip, um, there was a lot more expense. When you charter a boat for the length of time you're going to be on the water and the distance you're going to cover. So normally you charter a boat, like say you charter a boat out of Long Beach to go to Catalina Island. So that's one fee. If you decide to take the boat from San Catalina Island to San Nicolas, that's probably going to be double the price. But then when you try to take the boat from Catalina Island to Tanner Bank, that's going to be like triple the price. So the boat is willing to do the trip, but they're just not going to do it for the same price. So when I make my schedule out in January and I say, this is the trip we're going to do, this is where we're planning to go, and then the skipper tells me 2 days before, or, that there's no fish at that island, there's nothing to catch, and the best thing we can do is to go all the way to Tanner. I go with what the skipper says. They're on the water every day. They know what the water is. I just take it for granted that the people that signed up with me are willing to pay the difference, that they want to go catch fish. And I've been lucky that way. Nobody's really complained about having to pay more to go on a different type of trip. And that's kind of what's happened now with the rock cod trip on the Seawolf and U-Hook Fin. Normally, that trip is going to run directly to the Farallon Islands. We know how much that trip is. That's what we do all the time. But since the closure affected all of California, especially up in Northern California, we don't have a choice. It's only 300 feet of water or more. And what's neat is where they're fishing right now, past the Farallons, it's not very deep. It's 310 feet, 350 feet max. So that should be pretty good. So that's what it is. Everything costs more these days, and I don't want anybody to think that the boats are gouging us. It's really more of we're changing the trip. I don't think we're going to need a Mexican permit tomorrow. I'm pretty sure we are fishing U.S. waters. Uh, all the spots that Jeff's talking about has been U.S. waters. Yeah, gas prices are ridiculous. What was the tamale question? So excited to go with you on the Sea Wolf next month. Do you want? Oh, okay. So if I have a choice of tamales, if you make the green chili and cheese, that's my first pick. My second pick would be pork tamales. So my mom makes the most wonderful cheese and green chili and cheese tamales. That's my favorite. I will, to me, tamales and pizza should never have pineapples in them, but I know some people do that. Not me. But when you're 50 miles out at sea, you'll eat any tamale you have in front of you. Tamales with sardines might even be good. Fish processing? I haven't talked to anybody. I don't know, Brad. Brad, did you arrange for fish processing for tomorrow? I haven't done that. So Jeff wants to fish with us because there's going to be tamales. Yeah, if I was going on a day and a half trip tomorrow, I would definitely do that. I would definitely get a fish processor lined up and all that. All right, guys. Last few questions. It's been like 30 minutes, so I need to still get a little bit organized here before I go to bed. Check my emails, and then Tuesday I can give you guys a full report on how we did today. I need to make a slideshow for you guys for the trip with B-Hawk, and he did good. Brian got quite a few nice big calicos, and like I said, we lost at least 4 yellows. One of them blew up one of the guy's reels. It was just a big spider's nest when the fish ran, but that happens. We did get a couple barracuda. They weren't legal, but we did have lots of bass. I think we had about 10 legal bass that day too. Brian released all his bass, so that was nice. Hello, Bob. Yeah, guys, I got 60 of you on here and only 25 likes. Can we get some more likes, please? And just again, if anyone's looking for a private charter, I'm available. We have this weekend available. Sunday's booked, Saturday's open, and I just got some emails to set up and follow up on some other calls, and then go to sleep and be up at 3:30 in the morning to be on the boat nice and early tomorrow. Get your burritos. Yes, I'm on the camera tomorrow. Hey, old dad, how you doing? Can you get a birthday what? Can I get a happy birthday to my daughter? She turned 17. Happy birthday to your daughter. What's your daughter's name so we can tell her happy birthday? Everybody here can say happy birthday to your daughter. Happy birthday, Shannon. I grew up with your grandparents. That's why I look so old. Your grandfather and I went to school together. And I knew your grandmother before she was married to your grandfather. Robert would take me over there when they were first dating. So it was kind of cute. Happy birthday, Shannon. Yeah, if you guys want to put some exclusive tuna trips together, we can do that. You know, we have to go past Catalina and go look, but there are some tuna around, and hopefully we'll have some Dorado around. But the local half day fishing for calico bass, sand bass, whitefish, sheephead is really, really good. So if you have some new people that you want to introduce to fishing, if you haven't done it in a while, if you want something simple and close and only a 30-minute ride in afterwards, give me a call. I'd love to take you out on a local half day fishing trip. You can call the office at 562 865 3764. That's 562 865 3764, or go to our website at dhfishingadventures.com. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. You can see all my gear on the cart there. My fishing rods are right here. And I can go get ready and take my shower and get ready for tomorrow. All right, good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you all on Tuesday. Be safe if you're going to be on the water. Be really careful and have a good time. And those of you that are fishing with me tomorrow, please be on the boat 5:30 at the latest, closer to 5 o'clock, and I'll see you there. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you all.